Hey guys, it's Micah from Sapulpa Times.
And Lucy with the City of Sapulpa.
And are you chilly today? You're wearing a sweater.
I mean, well, okay. I knew you were going to say that, but it's one of those sweaters that you can see through.
It's
knitted.
Sweater. Yeah.
It's not see-through.
You said you could just now. You literally
Okay,
didn't.
but context. Okay. So it's knitted, and so it has air holes. So when it gets hot later, I'll be okay.
I just learned a new word today.
What?
You can buy shirts with air holes in them. Didn't know that. Good. Thanks for that. You never know what you're going to get when you tune in.
It's called fashion.
It's called fashion. We're going to use that line for sure.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Perfect.
Guys, hope your weekend was good. Mine was exhausting. I feel like my wife's was more exhausting than mine was. Oh, man. Do you know how long it takes to do a marching band competition, y'all?
No, but I saw Sapulpa got second.
No, they didn't. Not second. They got, no. Sapulpa didn't get second. We got 7th in the Owasso Invitational.
Oh, they posted it this morning. It said second.
I'll have to look at that. It must be,
unless
they got second is something else that I'm not sure about. But we got 7th overall, and then they got most outstanding musical presentation.
Yeah.
I don't know where the second comes in.
Owasso put second. They put outstanding in the 3 different categories, and then they did first, second, third place, and Sapulpa was second.
Okay.
Owasso posted that on Facebook.
Sapulpa got second in most outstanding musical or something. She's going to look it up.
Okay, go ahead and talk, and I'll look it up.
Okay. Well, anyway, so yeah, it's an exhausting thing, y'all. And the whole reason I'm even bringing it up because my wife is on the Band Boosters Club and didn't even know what all that entailed until she got involved in it. But to do one of these invitationals like they did on Saturday, you get invited to go perform, and there's a good, like in this case, there were 15 other bands that were there. And so they had to be at the school at 8 o'clock, catch the bus, get to Owasso by like 10:30 or earlier, get that set up. Okay. Okay, so that's first, second. Okay, that must be, I don't understand how to, that's the prelim awards. The class AA. I'm not sure how to interpret this. I'll have to get with Whitney. Whitney Yoakum to
Well, it's on Facebook.
It is now. So anyway, congratulations, guys. They did awesome. And my whole point for bringing that up is our kids and band boosters and some of the parents put in a 15-hour day over on Saturday to get them through that event. So very proud of all of you guys who participated in that. Thank you to all of you who went up and gave up a Saturday, a really nice Saturday. Could have been at the fair or something. They decided to spend it helping our kids perform. So,
I would much rather hang out with band kids than
be at the Tulsa Fair.
Go to the fair. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so Lucy's signing up for the Band Booster Club. She'll be there at the next competition. They have one in November.
Oh,
so
okay.
That'll be fun.
I'll be at Christmas shoot.
I would much rather be at Christmas shoot than Tulsa State Fair anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, so congratulations to Sapulpa for that. Did a great job. But yeah, so it was homecoming. Had homecoming parade. That was awesome. The game on Friday was amazing. That was goodness. That was a high-scoring game, y'all. That was way different than anything else we played so far this season. That was good. And I don't know if you guys are following me along on Facebook or not. I don't know if you were following me on Facebook.
Yeah, you went and got a hot dog.
Yeah. We had scored on the first run of the game, the first play of the game. They kicked it off to us, and we ran it in for a touchdown immediately. And it just it set the tone for the game, really. And then, so I went down to get my son a hot dog, and we scored twice while I was down there in line, waiting in the concession line, and then got back up in time to see them catch an interception and score again. They put 56 points on the board in the first half of the game, y'all. I mean, it was just it was homecoming, so it's definitely what you want to see. It was fantastic. So great game for us, not so much for the team we were playing, but anyway, so great job, guys. They're going to be going to play Bartlesville this coming Friday. That's an away game, so be rooting for the Chieftains this coming Friday. And then what else happened? We had baseball games on Sunday, which was a lot better than last week where it was soaking rain. We played in actually pretty hot weather, I think, for baseball.
Hot. Yeah.
Were you wearing your air hole shirt that time?
No, I was wearing one of those sports shirts.
Okay.
that you're supposed to wear.
Yeah. It's called fashion,
What's
Lucy.
that? What's that material?
Good
Athletic,
stuff.
like an athletic.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what mine's made out of.
Yeah, we got the same one.
We do.
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, that's my weekend recap for you.
Okay. Saturday, the Sapulpa High School basketball team, girls basketball team, had a tournament out at the golf course. It looked awesome. I was not there, but I saw lots of participation. It looked like a lot of fun. I know the firemen had a tournament on Friday, and that was an all-day thing. They had 2 different flights, and that was phenomenal. So thank you for everyone that supported both of those organizations and went out and golfed.
Yeah.
And I went out to the Mustang show at the TP. The
Oh,
TP
the
had a
car
car
show?
show. Yeah, had no idea. But I went
Neither
out
did
there
I.
and I got my tickets, and I did not win a petunia basket.
No, you didn't.
Mm-mm.
I found out one of our boutiques did not participate actually,
Oh,
even
they
though
didn't?
they were supposed to. Yeah,
Who?
the new one,
They did participate. That's where I got my tickets.
Gone Country.
Uh-huh.
But somebody told me they were closed. They went down there to get their tickets and
They were at the
closed.
car show.
They were handing out tickets at the car show then? Oh, okay.
They were open.
Not at the boutique. Maybe that's what it was then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they did participate.
They did participate.
They
were at the car show. They were not in their store.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but anyway,
Well, good. I'm glad they participated.
but I didn't win.
No,
And you
I'm
and
sorry you
Kent were
didn't-
picking names. You could have looked for mine.
Yeah, I could have, but
Anyway.
not gonna.
So I stayed away from the fair. And that's about it. That was my weekend.
Okay. Sounds like it was a good one.
It was.
And it's just getting started, y'all. This is the last day of September, and October really ramps us into all the things. We got so much happening. We got SteamCon coming up. The Spooktacular is later on. We've got Hops and Hops. We've got the Dinner on Dewey, which is Thursday. We should probably lead with that, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. Dinner on Dewey is the annual Chamber Awards banquet. It hasn't always been Dinner on Dewey, but it has been for the last 3 years, 4 years. I think this is the 4th.
Yep.
And fun fact is that's how Lucy and I met each other, was at Dinner on Dewey. We sat across from each other, and Lucy threw a snide comment about the town's newspaper and how awful it was. And then she was like, oh, wait, that's your... Yeah, so now we
Yep.
work together.
That happened. That's a true story.
Yep, true story.
I did not know who Micah was. I met him. He's like, oh, this is Micah. Hi, Micah. I didn't even know about this. I just randomly got invited to Dinner on Dewey, Dinner on Dewey, like the day before. And I was like, this town's marketing is awful. They don't promote anything. And Micah's like, oh, yeah? I'm like, yeah. And then I walked away from the table and somebody's like, hey, that's the newspaper.
Hey, but Lucy decided to be a part of the solution. She was
I
like, you know
did.
what, I'm going to go help and actually work on the marketing and social media coordination for the city itself. So, yeah, she's
Yeah.
a solutions-oriented gal. Anyway, that event will be happening on Thursday. And so for those of you who don't know, you're not involved with that, just be aware that the street is going to be closing that morning, right?
Yes, 8 a.m.
Okay. All right, so it'll be closed that morning, so you won't be able to get through this part of downtown. And so it'll probably be like a good 3-4 blocks that'll
Park
be
to
closed
water.
off.
That's
Where?
it. Park to water.
Oh, Park to Water. Okay, 2 blocks. Then 1 block. 1 block. That's 1 block.
Yeah, it's just
Park
one.
to Water. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So anyway, you'll have to go around. But in case you're wondering why the streets are closed on Thursday morning, that's why. And then we're gonna have a great time on Thursday evening. And then Friday football game is in Bartlesville that night. And then we've got more stuff happening the following week. The 11th is the next one, right? Or do you have something else we need to talk about before then?
Yeah. So on the 11th is Hops and Hops, but following that on Saturday, we'll give you more details about Hops and Hops. Saturday, the 12th, we will be hosting our first citywide garage sale. This is something that the city used to do, from what I've been told, a long, long time ago, but we are bringing it back.
Bring it back.
And so on Saturday the 12th, we are having a citywide garage sale. All garage sale permits are waived. You do not have to get a permit, just for the 12th. So any other day you need to get a permit, and you may be asking yourself, why do I need a garage sale permit? This is so we know that the garage sales are happening, and we can make sure that it's not like you're not allowed to have a year-round yard sale. And so we just keep track of this, and we do have to turn that in. I don't know who. I'm not in the permits office, but they turn that into somebody who keeps number of those things for different reasons. However, we will put out a map this year of all the garage sales that are participating. Maybe not your address directly. However, we will highlight the neighborhoods that have garage sales in them. If you would like to be on that map, you have to send me an email at llawson@sapulpaok.gov by Monday the 7th. So you have 1 week to decide if you're going to participate in the garage sale. Email me by Monday, and we will get that map out by Thursday for the garage sales on Saturday. And then following that garage sale, the very next Saturday on October 19th, we will be having our citywide fall cleanup day. Where you clean up your yard. Anything you don't sell in your garage sale, pack it in the back of your truck and bring it out to the city dump, which is out off Highway 66 by the old Freddy's. You do have to pick up a voucher for that. We have to turn in that number to Waste Management so that they can prepare to know how many dumpsters to bring. So for those asking why you have to have a voucher, we have to know who is planning on being there, how many participants, so that Waste Management knows how many dumpsters to bring. So you can pick those up all the way until the 18th at 11, and then dump day is on the 19th.
Yep. And she started out talking about Hops and Hops. That's going to be a great event that happened on October 11th, right down the alley from where we're at, over on Hobson Street. Should have the new James Cali Brewery open by then, which is going to be fantastic. Bringing in several bands. I forget the names, but I know that they're a pretty big deal. So we'll have to get that graphic and stuff out later today. But you guys make plans to be here. I think the weather is going to be great for it. It's going to be a great time. Lots of fun. There's going to be a kids zone. So despite the name, it actually is a family-friendly event. You can bring your kids too and everything. And it's going to be a great time. This is one of those events that gets bigger every time we do it, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And Micah's going to tell you who the bands are because I can't remember who they are, but he'll tell you later. And heads up, these are bands that are awesome and they're great. We had Jake Tankersley just last year or the year before.
Yeah.
And he just, he's on Snoop Dogg's team now on The Voice.
On The Voice, yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's not just random bands. They are good.
Right. I mean, you could say that they get their start here and then go on to even bigger and better things.
Yeah. And I found out last week that there's going to be a dunk tank.
Yeah, I was supposed to be a part. Well,
I'm
asked
in it.
to be a part.
If we raise $1,750 to United Way.
Yep.
So my plan is to not raise that much until after Hops and Hops. But if you raise $2,000 for United Way, you can donate at the city. Then Jordan has to go in the dunk tank. So she's campaigning to raise $1,999 so that I go in the dunk tank and she doesn't. But I'm bringing $1, so she will go in too.
You're bringing $1.
I'm bringing that $1.
You will hit.
So it's
sure
going to be so much
that
fun.
$2,000 mark.
Exactly. I think they've already raised $1,000.
Okay.
Which is a lot, and it's way too close for comfort.
And what is this benefiting?
United Way.
Okay. Yeah, Tulsa Area United Way. That's right.
Yes. Which, no misconception, Tulsa Area United Way is Sapulpa Area United Way.
Yeah.
They combine.
Because we're part of the Tulsa area.
Right.
There are how many? Five or six different programs that we have here in Sapulpa that actually directly benefit from the Tulsa Area United Way, including Youth Services for Creek County and the Salvation Army, and 3 more that I've forgotten right now.
Caring Community Friends.
Thank you. Yep, Camille is going to be so upset that I forgot that. I'm sorry.
She is.
Sorry about that.
Oh man. But last year we raised not the city from our campaign, but as an entire city, we raised about $125,000. However, Tulsa Area United Way actually paid in about $525,000 to the Sapulpa area.
Awesome.
So it's not just $1 for dollar, but the money raised here does stay here.
Stays in the community.
This year we have a goal of $166,000, and they're projecting to donate and pay forward about $600,000 to Sapulpa this year. So be part of the good and donate, but donate after Hops and Hops.
keep Lucy dry.
Yeah, please.
So just don't wear your air hole shirt and you'll be fine, I think. So,
Yeah.
Is that all the events? Did you
I'll
check
look.
our notes? I forgot to.
I did too.
Want to make sure we didn't miss anything. I do know one thing we didn't talk about. We need to go back and talk about. Homecoming. Congratulations to the 8 of you who won flowers from the Kent Daniel Super Petunia giveaway that we did yesterday, which you were not one of them.
No.
I'm sorry, but that was a lot of fun. Within minutes of me turning off that phone and being done with the live, Larry Davis comes rolling in to collect his flowers, man. I mean, he was there. He lives like 3 blocks away.
Yeah.
And so he was like, oh, heck yeah, I'm going to get my petunias. So he doesn't sound like that. But anyway, so that was a lot of fun. Hopefully we get to do that again next year. Was that it?
That's it.
Okay. You got to talk about the water main break.
Oh,
thing.
yes. Okay. So on Saturday, we had a water main valve replacement on the water tank, and it did affect everyone south of Rock Creek. And from the city standpoint, or from city side, we want to apologize for the, we didn't communicate that to the town. I scheduled a post, so it does fall on me. I scheduled the post for the wrong time.
Oh.
So I love social media so much. And so it did not go out on our Facebook. We want to say thank you to our dispatch who took those calls, and they did what they could and got the information out there. And as soon as I was notified that it was happening and that water had been turned off, the community was without water for about 6 hours. And so I apologize from myself and from the city for not getting that information out sooner. And I will be working harder and time checking my notifications.
Don't be too hard on her, guys. I'm going to come to your defense a little bit on that. Okay, the whole reason this happened is because the main lady who does it just had a baby, and so she was out of the office. And then Lucy was sick that day, and so she never got the notifications. So,
Okay.
this it's happened once in a while. We know you're not actively looking to not tell people when the water is going to be turned off. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, it'll be fine. We all love you.
Thanks.
Welcome, of course. So, anyway. We're just going to send you guys away with that. Thanks for tuning in to the Timeloop Live today, guys. We'll see you again on Wednesday where we talk about all things happening. Oh, I got a joke!
Oh.
Oh my God. Oh, man. Okay.
You kind of gave me a little heart attack.
I know. It's like, I'm almost done with it. Okay, so speaking of heart attacks, right? Yeah. Speaking of heart attacks, have you ever been skydiving?
No.
Okay, so I just went for the first time last week, right? Got up in the plane, got my stuff on, and it's one of those things where you're hooked up to the other guy. We jumped out of the plane, and he says, so how long have you been an instructor?
Oh, that's about as crazy as I went to the doctor last week.
Was it? And what happened?
And he came back from radiology, and he's like, you broke your arm in 2 places.
Stop going to those places. It's an oldie but a goodie, man.
That's
I love
a good
that one.
Okay.
Good job. Way to come up with that on the fly, Lucy. That was great. So, okay, that's the official end of the show, guys. Thanks for tuning in to the show today. We'll see you again on Wednesday where we talk about all things happening in the town that we love. See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.